Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Die by the Sword podcast. Before we get into this week's... Hey, wait a second.
Hey, I think we're double booked.
But I was supposed to do the intro this week.
Well, I haven't done one in a while, so I was going to do it for you.
Excuse me, guys. I thought I had the room booked for this time, so...
Wait, I haven't done one. It's my turn.
I haven't done one either. I thought I was supposed to do it.
Huh. Well, it sounds like we're all here. So how about we each take part of the intro?
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Deal.
All right. Well, I've already done my bit, so I will pass things off to Phillip.
And the first thing I want to talk about is our friends over at Midnight Syndicate. They give us our music, and you can catch them at www.midnightsyndicate.com. John?
Oh, and I would also like to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes for the wonderful ambient sounds you hear all throughout the podcast. You can check them out on YouTube at Sword Coast Soundscapes. Keith.
And guys, check out our website at diebytheswordpodcast.com and get connected with the community by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Gary?
Yeah. Hey, you driving your car. You over there making dinner. Contact us at diebytheswordpodcast@gmail.com, and don't forget to leave a great review wherever you listen to us. Now, let's get in this week's episode.
But before we do, if you are driving your car, do not email us yet. Wait till you are at a safe destination.
Parking lots are great.
Or don't. I'm not your dad.
I'm not your real dad.
And on that note, let's get into the episode.
Yes, let's.
So by the time we're recording this, we are just about through with level 7 of 2020. We're about to start level 8, and I think that deserves a drink.
Well, yeah, but we already drink.
We do. And if you didn't drink before, 2020 makes you drink.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, drinking at home. Just saying.
Yeah. Normally, I've rarely been one to drink very much at home, but since I can't go out to bars now, I drink at home. It's a lot cheaper that way, too.
Oh, absolutely. Do you go out for it, or do you get it delivered?
I usually go to, Specs and pick up stuff.
I just tried a delivery app, not sponsored, so I won't say the name, but it was pretty awesome.
Did it rhyme like a bird's name?
It didn't. It rhymed like a bear's name.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting. I tried one that, was rhymed with Itsy. And they delivered okay.
I've enjoyed with the Schmodel Schmine. Theirs has been really good. I've been able to get a lot of the craft beers and then some of the better whiskeys. Yeah.
No, they usually have a great selection. And for John, our resident wine guy, huge selection of wine.
And they send me offers for wine all the time in my email. I'm like, I don't really drink wine. I want to, but I don't.
Darn.
Well, no better time to get started than now.
True that.
Yeah, very true.
So what are you drinking?
Today,
Everybody, what are you all drinking?
Today I'm being unusual. I'm drinking beer, and it's an Oktoberfest.
Ooh, I like Oktoberfest beers.
Is it early or late?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
How old is that beer?
is that real new or is that real old?
It's real old.
That's right. Lean into it. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cleaning out my beer fridge so I can stock it up.
Nice. I like how you're drinking it out of a big glass boot too. This is Texas.
Have you ever seen
Das Boot?
Yeah, the ladies in Germany carrying these beers. You do not want to arm wrestle them; they will take you down.
Well, yes,
they can carry like 10 of these liter mugs at a time, and I'm like, how?
Practice. Lots and lots of practice.
They'll show you a what's your monk's special ability with his fist? What's it called?
Stunning fist.
Yeah, they'll give you a stunning fist.
If I get out of line, she will definitely give me a stunning fist.
What about you?
For me, normally I drink beer while we're recording, but as I'm trying to watch the calorie count, I am drinking vodka and key lime LaCroix.
Key lime LaCroix.
I'm into it.
I generally don't like LaCroix because I don't like the taste of like the can. For beer, it's fine because I grew, I don't want to say I grew up with it because that makes me sound like an alcoholic. But I mean,
just makes you
I
sound
did.
Mexican.
That's right.
Mijo, just a sip.
Don't tell your mom.
Don't tell exactly.
I heard that. Yeah.
But yeah, I just can't. I have to do it out of like a bottle, glass or plastic, doesn't matter, not a can.
Well, see, that's what the vodka's for. You don't taste that can taste anymore.
That's probably true. After how many does the can taste go away?
Depends on how
2.
strong you pour your drink.
1 if Gary's pouring. 2 if I'm.
Yeah, I have a tendency to fill half the glass with vodka, and then the rest will be the mixer.
That's
Yeah,
a good drink.
I also don't really enjoy vodka. Oh my god, I hate your drink, Gary.
He hates everything about it.
I prefer gin to vodka, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it because they taste kind of similar.
No, those
Ooh.
taste radical.
No,
You're gonna start a debate with that one.
Gin has a definitely distinct taste, and I like gin. I love gin. But vodka it kind of takes the flavor of whatever you mix with it.
Yeah,
Very
Phillip
true.
had a bunch of people at home yelling into their devices.
Right.
It
How
tastes
dare you?
like rubbing alcohol to me.
Vodka, yes.
Well, yeah, that's why you mix it with stuff.
Clear liquors, I think Ron Swanson said. What was it? Clear liquors
Yeah.
are for... Well, I apologize for this, Gary. Clear liquors are for rich white women on a diet or something like that.
Well, I'm not
Clearly,
rich, but I am on a diet.
Clearly, I should be on a diet. I'm not on a diet, but
So
thanks.
50-50.
No, I'm
But,
drinking a bourbon. I actually infused this bourbon with some tea. So it's like an orange black tea bourbon, and to top it off, to give it that little kick, cherry Dr. Pepper.
See, now that sounds like a rich white woman trying to drink bourbon.
Yeah, it does.
Zing.
I'll drink this straight just to prove you wrong.
Actually, that's how I like drinking rum. To be honest with you, a good rum straight. It's awesome.
That's
A good
how,
dark rum. I don't like clear rum, but a dark rum I like to drink straight.
That's how I am with a bourbon. I usually drink it straight.
Well, John and I in January were on a cruise, and we won the amazing race St. Martin. And the prize there was we got to bring home a bottle of locally distilled rum. So you got the triple spiced one,
Yes.
I believe, and I got the coffee flavored one. Still have a little bit left because I don't want it to go away yet. I'm savoring it.
I've still got a little bit of the spice rum, so I'm still drinking it.
And I will tell you, I was feeling a bit tipsy after we did that entire race for, what was it, 4 hours that we did it? And
By race, do you mean chugging contest?
It was flip cup. And,
No, he actually had to get in the water and swim. I wasn't going to do that.
yeah, it was actually really cool because they did different challenges. Some of it was like trivia type challenges. John knew what a tamarind was, so we got bonus points for that. Because they showed us this fruit and said, name this fruit.
I was going to ask,
Basically.
was it the fruit or the monkey?
It was
They
Oh,
gave
yeah.
us a tamarind
the fruit.
Yeah, they gave us the tamarind pod and said, you need to figure out what this is. And I'm like, I already know.
So I figured out that. Some of it was you had to take pictures of certain things and come back and show them.
Ooh, that sounds hot.
There was there was bowling on the beach. There was the one where you have to use a sponge and bring it back and fill up a bucket kind of challenges. I had to do the one where I had to swim out into the ocean around a buoy and come back. But after doing that, and then they let you taste all of these rums that they have there, and they give you like a full shot glass of it. I felt pretty good.
Yeah, after about 6 shots, I was really doing good.
And
Was that-
6
was
shots
that-
in short succession? The
Are you
vodka's-
drinking
Yeah.
it now?
Are you 6 shots in right now?
No, but I'm about halfway through this half glass full of vodka.
So that was the hard part about swimming out to the buoy, was that you were drunk, and so you couldn't find the line to go.
We didn't drink before. They gave us the alcohol after.
I was going to say, that sounds... it's a different country, right? St. Martin?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that sounds like a huge liability thing to get people drunk and make them go swim in the ocean.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Gary, what about you?
I am currently drinking it's a little Old Granddad 114. It's a lesser expensive bourbon, but one of my favorites on the cheap end.
Old Granddad.
Yeah. It sounds old, right? It sounds cheap.
Yeah, well, I know that it is cheap.
My dad used to drink that all the time. He liked bourbon. I like rum.
I'm kind of on that same train that Gary is with the trying to save some of the ones that I like. So I've been buying a little bit lesser expensive bourbons, trying to save some of my top shelf ones.
Yeah, I've ran him through my Appleton, and I've got to go get some more. I feel bad.
No, what you do is you buy a huge bottle of the top shelf and then just keep filling it up with a Granddad. So it looks like you've got top shelf.
Yeah. And that's what I'll serve when you guys finally get to come over.
I'm sure Granddad.
Are you drinking tonight, Keith?
I am drinking peach vodka with Sprite Zero because I'm trying to watch the calories as well.
Peach vodka with...
Bright zero. So lemon, lime, peach.
It's fantastic. And before this, I had the watermelon vodka with Sprite Zero. So I'm getting all the fruits tonight.
Oh yeah, you talked about that watermelon vodka before.
Dude, it's delicious.
So I would try the watermelon vodka. I have tried the regular vodka with watermelon LaCroix. Not a fan.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It did not taste like watermelon.
I like the watermelon LaCroix. It doesn't quite taste like watermelon, no, but it's good. I liked it.
Yeah. This vodka is like over the top watermelon. Like you can
Like a
you
snow
can
cone?
Dude, yeah, it is. It's very potent. You can tell you're drinking watermelon.
See, I like doing like either the cake or the whipped cream vodka in like a Sprite.
Yeah.
That one's really, really good.
Or
It's like dessert in a glass.
like the marshmallow one's really good too. Yeah.
Ooh.
I haven't tried the marshmallow.
Yeah, it's really good.
So John, you know a lot about rum then?
Yeah. Well, I've drank a lot of rums. I tend to like darker rums. Appleton makes a good one. Their 12-year-old is pretty phenomenal. Appleton Estates. And Pirate in Barbados it's good.
So rum's something I've wanted to get into, but I've not got. I've tried a few that I've liked. But I've also heard that there's quality control. Like with bourbon, if you say you're getting a certain year, that's it. But with rum, I've heard like when you get a certain year, it could be like one of the barrels that they put into it was that year, but the rest could be God knows what. Is that?
Well, I don't know about most places that blend. Most of the places that I've gotten rums from, they are actually really good about it. Bacardi, by the way, I've gone to their distillery, and they have a dark rum that they only make there. You can't get it outside of the distillery at all. And it is a pretty awesome rum. When we get done with this pandemic thing, I have to give you a shot of it. It's to die for.
I mean,
that's the one I have.
Rum.
I'm indifferent to rum. Rum can be good or yeah. I don't care. Coconut rum, regular spiced rum.
did you ever read the Rum Diaries? That'll get you really wanting some.
I actually did, yes. I like that book.
Yeah.
Hunter S. Thompson is a monster. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't used to be a big fan of rum, but I think that's because the first liquor I ever tried was rum, and at the time I hadn't acquired a taste for alcohol. It was a dark Bacardi rum.
Ah, yes. And you drank it with orange juice? That's what I did.
That's the old standby.
Your story sounded so familiar to me because
Right?
that's what I did.
My first one was vodka.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, actually, I think technically mine was vodka, but I was much younger when I tried that one. That one wasn't an intentional drinking vodka. It was my dad used to travel on all these business trips, and he would always have like the little mouthwash things that he would take with him. And after he'd empty one, he would just fill it with water. So he had water by the sink, and he had a vodka, little airplane size vodka bottle instead. And I tried that one because I wanted the water.
Oh.
Little Gary drunk off his ass.
Yeah.
At the hotel room.
Oops.
Wrapped his tricycle
But
around
the
the tree.
the rum, the rum we just drank straight.
Yeah, my dad had jugs underneath the sink, milk jugs that looked like it was water. That was most definitely not water. That was moonshine.
Moonshine.
We learned at a very young age, do not mistake the water.
Yeah,
Knock a
Look at
child
this,
out.
Dad. Boy, if you don't put down my white lightning.
It's medicinal, Dad. It's medicinal.
Granny's
So.
medicine. Also, I apologize, but when you started that story, you paused at a really awkward time because you said, "My dad has jugs
I
under the sink."
Yeah, that's what I said.
the same way.
Under the same. I was like,
Okay, my dad doesn't have jugs, but my dad did have jugs underneath the.
It's like, same. You don't see me bragging.
Dad's going to come hit me now. I can see it now. It's going to give me a whop upside the head.
So on that note, I think y'all were getting a tarot card reading from a prostitute.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
that's correct.
Old jugs.
Old jug.
Yes, old jugs. So by the end of the last recording, I was feeling good, and I wrote whore in my book, and I was wondering why. It's the fortune teller.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Fortune teller, witch, prostitute. You know, she goes by many titles.
I just said whore. I didn't know about the witch part.
Girls got to earn a living. You know how it is. Come on.
Right.
I picture
Okay.
Philip's journal being all scrawled, like angry in there, like dark, multiple lines. Whore.
Do you remember when Charlie worked in the mailroom?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
So, I guess we should probably resolve what these hero cards you drew last week were, right?
Yes,
Ooh.
absolutely. What we get?
Yes, I'm dying to see what we got.
Okay. Since I had to write down what you drew last week so I would remember.
I'm glad you wrote it down because I don't. I was looking at my notes trying to find out which one I picked.
Yeah, I anytime I have to go from one episode to another, I write everything down that I need.
Good call.
Did you tell us? I don't think you told us what we got, did you?
I did not.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not written down.
Let me put
Good,
that-
because I was thinking my memory failed.
I mean, it's always possible.
I'm getting old.
Getting.
No, it's cute, isn't it?
Okay. So, the cards that you all drew, starting with Dwarfy. Dwarfy drew the Midwife.
The midwife.
The Midwife. The Midwife is the neutral good card of wisdom. It represents the enabler or conduit of new creation, information, or arrivals.
All right. What's the suit?
These are all going to be stars suits.
Oh, okay,
They're
cool.
all wisdom. And next up is Diego. Diego draws the Mute Hag.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. The Mute Hag is the neutral evil card of wisdom. It represents the insightful hag, a purveyor of blood pacts, treacherous secrets, and discord.
I like the treacherous secrets. Let's go with that.
All right. Next up is Kabal. Kabal draws a card that's already been drawn on the show before. The Owl.
Ooh. My favorite animal, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's your favorite owl?
Probably snow owl.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. The Owl is the neutral card of wisdom. It represents the harsh wisdom of natural order. The owl holds a needle that can bind life together or pick it apart. And then Xo'bere draws the Queen Mother.
Ooh. Oh, it's a nice little ant-looking thing.
Mm-hmm. The Queen Mother is the lawful neutral card of wisdom. This is the personification of knowledge, who is fond of the powerless, the underclass, and those who will show her obeisance. Obeisance representing deferential respect. Okay. And then last but not least is Renly. Renly draws the Carnival.
Ooh, I love carnivals. Does it have a goldfish in a bowl that I won with a ping pong ball?
I mean, if you can find it on there, maybe. I don't know. The Carnival is the chaotic neutral card of wisdom that represents illusions and false dreams. Madame Avanja looks at these cards. Says, very interesting. And then she lays out a few more cards and a pattern to perform the rest of the reading. She looks over the cards and says, I see that you are still yet to face a powerful unseen force. This force is manipulating the current situation, both here in the Shudderwood and beyond. This dark force is steadily growing in power and malevolence. It has the potential to threaten all of Ustalav if left unchecked. And it may threaten all of Galarian. I can also see that 5 brave adventurers are destined to have a hand in determining the fate of all of Ustalav. She continues to flip a few more cards over and grows visibly tense, even looking scared. She starts to quickly collect her cards and say, I'm sorry, I must be going. When you start to question her, she apologizes and grabs this green dust and just blows it in your face. Each of you starts to have visions instantly. Dwarfy sees a town being overrun by demons and the undead. He's alone and he seeks the nearest shelter to escape the encroaching hordes. He stumbles into a home of a human couple. The wife in the midst of giving birth. A dwarven midwife is assisting with the delivery. The mother gives out one final cry before using the last of her energy to push. As the baby is delivered, the mother takes her last breath. Father wails for the loss of his wife as the midwife turns to Dwarfy, holding the baby up to him by one leg. Something is wrong with the baby. The baby boy is a demon. Next we see Diego, stumbling through a dark and eerie crypt. He's been separated from his group and he anxiously searches these dark catacombs for an escape. As he follows the path, breaking through spider webs, the scent of decay arising, he starts to see the soft glow of candles lighting his path. Still underground, he finds himself wandering the halls of a dark temple. The three-eyed jackal is painted on the walls in what appears to be blood. He makes his way to a large open chamber where he sees a young girl pleading with an older, decrepit woman. No matter how much the young girl begs and pleads, the older woman doesn't make a sound. The old woman turns, revealing an old hag in a battered purple robe and long, stringy white hair. She looks at Diego and opens her mouth to speak. But where her mouth should be, there's only an eye. Kabal finds himself laying on a battlefield, surrounded by a rising army of the undead. His friends laying unconscious or dead around him. He's out of magic and severely wounded. A necromancer sees him from across the battlefield, anxious to add him and his friends to his collection. The necromancer casts a spell, and as a green fireball shaped like a skull begins to fly toward Kabal, time seems to slow. An owl, seemingly appearing from nowhere, lands in front of Kabal, with a large sewing needle in his mouth. Kabal sees the needle is radiating healing and restorative energy. He thankfully accepts the needle from the owl, who disappears as quickly as he arrived. Kabal stitches up his wounds and is filled with divine grace as his magic is restored. He revives his friends as the next wave of the battle begins. Xo'bere opens his eyes to find he's in the shadow plane once again. Or at least, he thinks he is. Everything is dark and gray. A cool mist surrounds him as he finds himself in underground tunnels. From behind him, he hears the sounds of skittering. Deciding to avoid the confrontation, he moves forward, but the skittering gets louder. Something is following him, and it's getting faster. Xo'bere runs as quickly as he can, but whatever is behind him keeps getting closer. He looks over his shoulder to get a glimpse at what is following him, but in doing so, he doesn't see the pit in front of him. Xo'bere falls into the dark abyss, not knowing how deep this pit goes. After what feels like an eternity, he lands on the bottom in some soft, giving substance. He's still alive. Whatever he landed in saved his life. But his joy is short-lived as the skittering sounds now echo from all around him. His eyes finally adjust to reveal a nest of driders, and the soft substance he landed in was the discarded carcasses of the Queen's feast. He turns to see the Queen right behind him as she lunges toward him. We now see Renly, wandering the streets in a bustling town during a carnival. The crooked Ken put on a show. There are games to play and plenty of ale to drink. He steps up to the ring toss game, where he easily wins the top prize by landing a ring around each of the necks of a 6-headed dragon statue on the first try. When the game operator gives him his prize, however, the carnival flashes out of existence for a moment as he looks into the eyes of a demented jester. He blinks his eyes and everything is back to normal, and he continues to enjoy the carnival. He sees the striker game and remembers that this was his brother's favorite game. In honor of his brother, he decides to try it out. The game operator hands him the hammer, and as Renly looks up to take it, he sees Thurskell, angry. Thurskell steps toward Renly in a rage, saying, "You let me die." The carnival flickers in and out of existence as Thurskell chases him through the streets. Renly turns down an alley and is stopped by an imposing female figure. Carrie the One grabs Renly by the throat and lifts him off the ground. Struggling to breathe, Renly tries to fight back, but Carrie is stronger. She begins to laugh as Thurskell makes his way around the corner too. He joins her in maniacal laughter. The illusion slips briefly, and Renly can see that he's being choked by a jester. It's the same one he saw at the ring toss game. Suddenly, his brother's hammer flies to his hands, and a bolt of lightning strikes down. You all bolt awake in your rooms the next morning. What do you do?
I was gonna say, I just want to give a round of applause for that.
That was badass, man.
That was really
good, interesting story.
Thank you. I wrote that today.
I say you came up with all that?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, our characters aren't in the book, so you had to. That's pretty badass.
Diego's a little worried now.
It told me which cards to pull, so they are all from the star's hand, and each one will have a specific advantage that it gives you in a future combat. And I've written down which ones each of you get.
Nice.
But yeah, the whole story part of it I just made up.
It's pretty good. I like that.
Thank you.
All right, so we just wake up in our beds then, okay?
So
yeah,
we're all in our separate beds. So me and Renly are in the same room, and Diego and Kabal and Dwarfy in the same room, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
So then, do we want to play it as we wake up and try to get together, or?
We can take it two separate scenes, but I have a question. Do we all wake up at the same time? Like, jolt at the very same time? Or was it, like, separate?
I figured probably almost at the same time.
Okay.
It's kind of like, you remember the episode of Buffy when she and her roommate are having the bad dreams?
Yes. Well, yes.
There's kind of some overlap where one wakes up first, but most of the time it's the same dream and the same...
Are you talking about the one where they wake up dying?
It's
from the first Slayer?
No. Because that one they all kind of bolt away. I guess they did a couple things with dreams. I was talking about the one where she goes to college and her first roommate's a demon that's trying to steal her soul.
Yes. I remember that. So, okay. So we're not having the same dream, but we're having the same type of nightmare.
Right.
We're each having visions, yes.
Well, yeah. Well, Renly wouldn't chalk this up to a dream because he's dreamt of you guys a lot. So I'm sure he's going to wake up worried.
Yeah, I think the whole dream thing is going to have Xo'bere rattled too, like ultra rattled, because his was pretty terrifying, all in all, because it seemed like he's about to die again in this dream. So I think that's probably going to be his angle for whenever we...
Diego's a little worried about something ominous about to happen. So he will be making sure everyone's okay.
The only one who had a really good one was Kabal, I think, right? Kabal had a pretty positive one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all you guys were dead, and then the
you saved us.
And then I revived you guys, and I was like, all right, round two.
It does sound like you were fighting Shang Tsung.
That's
right.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. It was like a Mortal Kombat scene, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Necromancer with green fireball.
Skull. Yep. No, that's Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
Well, Mortal Kombat is my favorite fighting game, so I even had a Mortal Kombat birthday for my 10th birthday.
You had a Mortal Kombat birthday for your 10th birthday.
That sounds amazing.
How many kids did you fight?
Didn't fight anybody.
Still have their spines.
Yes. That was before I got too gory.
It started out too gory.
It did not.
Not if you own a Nintendo.
It started off with
No,
the
that's
finishing,
right.
didn't it? Because I remember that.
Yeah, you still had like fatalities and stuff, but that type of computer graphic wasn't so bad.
It was
Now it's just-
photorealistic.
Not then.
Well, the guts and stuff weren't because
You can only get
But-
so realistic there.
yeah. Now it is very, very gory.
Now it's overly gory. Like I really don't need to see somebody's body get slashed in half and see everything inside.
Mm-hmm. And then bones breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the X-ray to show you exactly what's breaking.
Yep. Which I'm usually okay with as long as they don't show anything with the knee.
Hyperextended anything gets me. I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we wake up and we talk about knees.
Yep.
Knee.
No, yeah. I mean, I think we're all in agreement that we're shook, but what do we do about it? Where are we going with this? Because it also, in the reading, it doesn't sound like any of them are connected. It sounds like we're separate. So there's no clue there.
Yeah, Kabal's was the only one who kind of maybe sounded connected.
Yeah, I don't think they're connected.
I don't know, you guys. What are y'all thinking?
I think, being that we're in the same room, me and you have to try to, or they have to try to, whenever we wake up, like, go see what the other ones are thinking, and so we can all get us together first. So that'll be the first step, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Diego would definitely want to try to get everyone together because his was ominous and he wanted to make sure everybody was okay.
Now, are we mad at the fortune teller for it's kind of her fault because she gave us the cards, so we're like, she did this.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know about necessarily mad, but yeah, that's yeah. I like where you're going with this.
Accusing her of making it happen.
Okay, because I'm going to take the position she's not, just because I've dealt with hero cards before, and I don't think Pharasma would allow her to use her name to try and get back at us.
Oh, are hero cards strictly from Pharasma?
These are, right?
Though
we know
the
that?
ones you get some directly from Pharasma, but hero cards are a common tool used by like psychics and fortune tellers.
So we don't know that's from Pharasma then.
Right.
You can use that. I think I'm going to take the same position, but somebody can say that we don't know this is from Pharasma. This is from some 2-bit.
I think that's
fortune
Kabal's
teller.
position, being he's the priest of Pharasma, or a believer of Pharasma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's see.
I would say we definitely want to talk to her because the vision was disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we ready to move forward?
I think so, yes.
Oh, so who's going to be the group to go to who? Do you want Phillip and I to come to y'all since we're just 2 and y'all are 3?
Yes,
Or
let's do it that way.
okay,
Sure.
We'll start in our room, Gary. I guess we wake up at the same time.
Okay. So you all burst awake. What do you do?
Renly is going to look over and see that Xo'bere is also awake, and ask him, "Did you dream again?"
Suk, I take it that this is no coincidence that we're both awake right now. You had the same dream I did about a giant pit.
No, I was tormented. It's a family thing. I'm not going to get into it, but I was at a carnival and I was being accosted by this jester, this evil jester.
That was definitely not in mind. I feel that we should go check on the others then. If this cannot be a coincidence.
No, it cannot. What was your dream?
I had fallen down a pit with it. It was very troubling. I thought we should just go check on the others right now and see how they are.
Yeah. Let's go. And he makes sure to grab the card. It was on top of his stuff. He just threw it on his things and he grabs it because he's connected. Pit, carnival.
Xo'bere sees that he grabbed his and he's like, this is... Yeah, all right, let me grab mine too. So we're going to go head over and head to their room, I guess.
Okay.
Kabal! Dwarfy! Where's everybody?
I'm right here. What's up?
Xo'bere. Where's Xo'bere and Renly? We gotta find them. Someone was trying to give me a warning. Something's wrong.
Did you have a bad dream?
Yes, I was in a temple. But they were trying to warn me and couldn't. Something bad. Did you have the dream?
I had a dream that we were all killed by a necromancer and his army.
What?
Yeah, everyone was dead except for me.
Oh God. Dwarfy, wake up.
What? What?
Dwarfy, were you having a dream?
Yes. This.
Kabal and I were having one, and they were odd.
As was mine. Did you dream of the demon army and the demon spawn?
No, I was in a temple, and something was bad about to happen.
And I was facing a necromancer and his army.
It's got to be that fortune teller. Something's wrong. Where's Renly? We need to find Renly and Xo'bere.
Open it very slowly.
You're all already awake.
I knew this was no coincidence.
Yeah, no, ours was separate. What were your dreams? Mine was about a carnival and a killer clown.
Mine was a town overrun by demons and this demon spawn being born.
Was it a town you recognized? Was it Ravengrow?
Was that demon spawn you?
No,
I bet
you are the demon.
I bet he cut eyes real hard over there.
Boy.
It was a town I did not recognize. I was running from something, but I don't remember what, and then noticed the town was being overrun. It was terrifying. I was all alone.
I too was running from something in my dream. Was there skittering in yours?
I'm sure some of the demons can skitter.
No, I was in the dark tunnels and I heard the skittering and it was terrifying, and I fell down this pit. I fell for what felt like days, and when I landed there was just this queen mother of driders, and there was corpses, and it was awful.
So I have a theory about our dreams. They seem to be linked to our hero cards.
What do you mean?
Well, I dreamt of a carnival, and I got the carnival. Xo'bere, you dreamt of a pit, correct?
Yeah, yes.
And got a pit.
Oh,
Can you line your dreams up with your cards?
There was an owl in my dream. He saved me and gave me the ability to revive all of you.
Your dream sounds rather pleasant.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
What about you, Dwarfy?
I got the midwife, and when I was running from the hordes of demons, I stumbled into a home, and there was a child being born, and a dwarven midwife.
So, midwife, owl, carnival, pit. Diego, what did you get?
Yes, the dream and the card. Yeah, they were both about a woman. She was, well, dressed oddly. A hag, yes, something like that. Yes, I think they were definitely linked. She was at the temple, trying to give me a message.
So, I
think we need to talk to the fortune teller. I think she's trying to do Pharasma's will.
No, the fortune teller. No, Pharasma is giving us hints. We need to press on in this investigation. I think we're on the right track. That's why we had those dreams. We don't need to go back.
She directly caused those dreams. I'm sure we need to talk to her.
No, Suka, I agree. We need to press on. This is another distraction.
If Pharasma wanted us to go back to the fortune teller, she would have given us all the information at the fortune teller.
I think the fortune teller's leading us astray. We need to go talk to her.
No,
Well, as usual, I think you're wrong.
Shut up, Dwarfy.
So you're with us. I tell you what. Let's find the MacGuffin. What were we looking for?
The MacGuffin.
Estovian.
Estovian's library. We want to go into.
What was in the book, though? Is it just a piece of paper?
Yeah, it says to go to the top of the library and to look at a certain book.
So we need to get to Estovian's books first. I think another request to get into that to his study. I don't think the fortune teller's the way.
I agree. We have to take this one thing at a time. This seems much more pressing than our dreams.
She might give us more information we need.
Okay, so let's do this democratically. I say we stay and look. Xo'bere.
I agree.
Kabal?
I say we talk to the fortune teller.
Diego?
Absolutely. We need to talk to the fortune teller soon. Now.
Ooh, okay. Dwarfy, it's really up to you now. Where do you think that we should go?
What does Carrie and what does Thurskill vote?
First of all, I'm trying not to call Thurskill. That's just traumatic. Thanks. Trigger warning. Anyway, and Carrie doesn't get a vote. Carrie is me. Carrie is me. We all vote. Well, everybody in this head at least votes to investigate here.
Okay, then I think we need to get into Estovian's office. So that's my vote.
Right. Well, is everyone good with the outcome? Can we all agree that that's what we're doing next?
It's 5-2, so it's not really a question.
Well, I mean, they can always split the party, but
I can live with it, but afterwards we should go see the fortune teller.
Yes, that I agree. But I think we need more info before we go.
okay. Kabal, are you good with that?
That's fine. As long as we talk to the fortune teller after and get what she has to do with this.
Oh, look at that face. He's fine with it. He's fine.
And the face is like a glaring, like, disapproval for what's happening.
And he like pinches your chin.
Yeah.
He tries to go for the cheek, but he's too short to reach there.
So, I just look at the group, and there's no such thing as watches, right? Because
What?
how do we know what time it is?
It's called
Should we go-
sundial.
Yeah, what's it look like outside?
If it's still dark, it could be like 6 o'clock or whatever.
It's probably around 8 a.m.
Okay. So, let's all brush our teeth and wash behind our ears and meet down at Estovian's office.
But just behind the ears.
I was wondering what that smell was. Ugh.
Scent brought to you by the Four Kings Mountains. I used one of them as soap, so there used to be 5, but now there's only 4.
All right, ready, break.
Yeah, let's go see if we can track Estovian down. Do we know where he resides automatically, or do we have a good idea where he lives?
We know he lives in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he offices in the attic, and we
Yeah.
can always call the butler man to summon him for us.
Oh yeah, Bellic.
Bellic. That's
Bellic.
it. Also,
I feel like Renly would be good at calling for Bellic.
Do you just call him the Karen of the group?
Yeah.
so we're on Desnus the 4th, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, so
Oh wait, no, we're on the 5th now.
We're on the 5th now. Okay.
Since we slept now.
Okay. So yeah, that's who I look for. I look for Bellic.
okay.
Bellic, where are you?
Oh, sorry. What can I help you with?
Yes, Bellic. We would like to talk with Esteban, please.
You mean Estovian?
Oh, I wrote that wrong. Estovian. But yes.
Okay. What is it in reference to?
We are looking for the cave of Nanya.
I'm unaware of this cave. Have you checked the research library?
Why are you being so? Why won't you let us speak to him? Is he busy right now?
He might be. He is the Lodge Warden. But you say you're trying to ask him about this cave of Nanya?
Yes,
you might check the geography section of our library.
Ah, yes. Well, I would like to check the warden's office for the warden.
So you want to make a meeting with him?
We would like to meet with him. Do we need to make an appointment? Does he have an assistant that we can talk to that's not you?
I set his appointments for him. You want to meet with him in his office to search his geography selection?
Xo'bere steps in and he says, "Look, clearly we'd like to see the warden. If you'd like my friend to escalate this further, I'm sure he would be more than happy to oblige you. But we're trying to play this out and be accommodating to you and go through the proper channels. Could we just see the warden?"
Please, all you had to do was ask.
Thank you, my friend.
But he was asking about this cave that he was trying to find, so I was trying to lead him in the right direction.
Thank you, that is much appreciated.
So I will schedule an appointment for Estovian. He will meet you in the research library in, shall we say, 30 minutes?
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure. Can I bring you some coffee?
No, I'm good. Gentlemen, are you?
I would love some.
Good.
So, one coffee?
Diego will take coffee, please. Black.
It's
Cream on the side.
2 coffees and a bowl of cream.
Key's about going crazy over there.
Why, yes, I will have that bowl of cream.
Very good, sir. And for the dwarf, would you like the dwarven coffee?
Is it like an Irish coffee?
Yes. Yes, yes. That works for me. Very good. I will bring those to the research library. So you head to the research library?
Yeah, let's get up there.
Library.
Library.
Look at these books. Wow.
Look at the stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
Just the voice that you did that in was fantastic.
Okay. So you wait about 30 minutes in this library. And Estovian makes his way downstairs from the upper room. My new friends, how can I be of this assistance?
Well, we have a request that we hope you're willing to help us with. We need to get access to your private library.
Oh, yes, that's a simple request. Would you like to come up now?
Yes?
Excellent. Follow me.
So we're following.
Okay.
And we're walking.
And we're walking, and we're walking.
Xo'bere turns to Kabal and he's like, I didn't expect it to be this easy. Like under this breath.
Right. Why is he being so cooperative?
Let's just keep our eyes open.
Okay. So you make it up the stairs, and you find yourselves in this upper circular room, just like the research library below. This one does appear to have more shelves of antique-looking and highly valuable books on the shelves. A few artifacts here and there, encased, kind of like a mini museum. And you can tell this is also his office because there's a large desk in the room as well. And he tells you, please, feel free to look around the library. If you have any questions, I can guide you to certain reference sections, if need be. And as he's doing so, he goes behind his desk and he closes what looks like a journal on his desk and puts it in a drawer.
Do you have any books on pharasma or hero cards in here?
There might be something of that nature in here. Some of the more intense religious books on Pharasma. We do have a good section in our regular reference library downstairs about hero cards and divination.
Oh, I'm looking for something more than just run-of-the-mill. Could you help me find it?
Sure.
Is that enough to take his eyes off of his desk?
Yeah, he's not looking at his desk now. He's going through the religion section.
All right, rogue. It's up to you.
All right, so Xo'bere is going to just kind of casually make his way over to the table while they're turned around and just try to flip through he's going to quietly try to flip through that little book there.
Yeah, he did put the book in the desk.
Oh, that's right. So I'm going to try to get the desk open quietly.
Okay. You go to try to open the desk drawer that he put it in, and it is locked.
How distracted does he seem with Renly? Is Renly doing a pretty good job there?
Renly is going to be also asking him questions like, "What religion are you?" You know, very inappropriate.
And I will keep flipping the wrong page. Wait, is this the right page? Diego says? No, wait. What? I'm confused.
So he's distracted, but he could probably hear you jostling a lock trying to open it.
Okay.
Unless you roll a really high stealth trying to do it.
So would that be a stealth roll and
a disable device?
All right.
Do you think you can do it, or should we not risk it? Because if you do, it's probably going to be bad for us.
I think I could do it, but once I see it's locked, Xo'bere doesn't think he's going to be able to necessarily... He doesn't feel comfortable trying to open it, because if he hears... If
Estovian.
Man, now Philip's got me messed up. If Estovian hears it, he feels that things might go south for Estovian really quick with all of us in here. So he's going to kind of turn to Kabal, and it's like, maybe if you can try to, get him out of here.
Okay, so Kabal walks over to them and says, I don't think this is what we're really looking for. Are there any books somewhere else that maybe has more information on what we're looking for?
Well, like I said, we do have a whole religion section in the reference library downstairs.
Can we go check it quickly? You might be able to help us find it fast.
It's just right downstairs.
I get lost so easily. Please show us.
That's right. I don't know the Dewey Decimal System, and I really need some help.
All right then. I suppose I can show you. Right this way.
So, yeah. I guess we follow him down.
All right. So now Xo'bere's in there, I guess. Did everybody go with him?
Yes. Diego did, because he was confused and wants to make sure he's confused.
Yeah, no, I think that we all went.
All right.
So as we're following him out, Kabal turns to Xo'bere and casts invisibility.
Okay.
So that he is now invisible.
Give me a stealth check on that to see how quietly you do it.
You got it. It's a 20.
20.
Not natural.
Okay. So you cast invisibility on him, and the majority of you head downstairs, leaving Xo'bere invisible in his office.
All right. So first thing Xo'bere's going to do is try and pick that lock to get that little book and see maybe what he's looking at.
Okay.
And what he's so secretive about. So 22.
22. You are able to open the lock.
All right. So I'm going to pull the book out and just kind of quickly flip to maybe where I think he was looking.
Okay. And you do find his journal.
So I think Xo'bere would probably try to go the least risky route and take out his iPhone and take a picture of the pages. No, I think he would try to put the journal back, close it back up, and lock it back again.
Yeah, but clearly, isn't that nude of iPhone?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So you just basically try to take a mental picture of the journal.
Yeah, he's gonna try to read what he can and then aware of he's on a time schedule here. Yeah, try to get everything back in place.
Okay.
Because I don't want to split the party up. I thought about trying to steal the journal and then returning it later, but that would probably have to split us up again, and that could get a little too much.
I'm sure there's probably parchment and quill somewhere that you could make a note of important points.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
With you.
He has excellent handwriting as well.
He writes in shorthand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the journal information that I just emailed to you.
All right. And so he locks everything back up. Do I need a roll to lock it back again, or?
Give me another disable device. It'll be an easier
All right.
check than trying to unlock it.
30.
Yeah, you're definitely able to lock it. Maybe too well.
He can't even unlock it. Yeah.
He's like, damn, this lock.
Can't get in there anymore. I'm gonna need a locksmith.
Ye old locksmith. All right, so yeah, then the next thing Xo'bere's going to do is go check for the book that they had found the note for, which is the Halo Dreams.
Mhm.
It's in the religion section, he knows, so he's going to go to the religion section and check for this book.
Okay, give me a perception check. See if you can find the book.
Alrighty. 25.
You are easily able to locate the book, and you flip through the pages in here, looking for page 322, and there is one highlighted passage in this book. I'm sending that to your email as well.
All right.
Okay, and with that high of a perception check, as you look around, you do also see a few other bits and pieces of like journals and things like that in here that kind of talk of Estovian's pro-aristocracy, anti-Palatinate political stance. It's definitely writings from when he was much, much younger.
That's anti-paladin, right? I mean, that's
Not Paladin.
Paladin.
I
What's
hate
Paladin,
Paladins. The Palatine, the Order of the Palatini.
Yeah.
okay.
Don't feel bad, bro. I didn't know what that meant either.
I'm surprised I knew.
I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Do any of those books actually like draw my attention, or just kind of get the sense that like, okay, I see what's going on here?
It just gives you a better sense of like what his stance kind of is on things. And as you read through his stance and his journal writings that you kind of wrote down, it can kind of make sense. It pieces some things together for you.
Okay. So Xo'bere is going to... He's actually going to take the page 322. He's going to tear that one out and put the book back.
Okay.
And then he's going to just look like he's inconspicuously reading something that's not even related to what we're talking about or doing, so that when they come back, they're just like, oh, hey.
Is he whistling loudly?
Yeah.
So, with the whistling, we cut back down to downstairs, and Sovian... Wait, wasn't there 5 of you?
Yes, there were. Where's Xo'bere?
Did we leave him upstairs?
I mean, it's possible.
Right this way. Yes. Follow me.
Okay, but he's just a rogue in name. He's not really going to steal from you.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Wait, did they even know I was a rogue?
I don't know. I'm just telling everybody's business.
Man.
So I guess as we walk up, though, I uncast the invisibility.
I'm sure overall, like him searching around and finding all the information probably took more than 7 minutes anyway.
Okay, perfect.
So it would have been expired by the time you made it back up the stairs.
Okay.
But Estovian like bursts open the door to the office, looking kind of panicked, and he looks around and sees you kind of reading a book over to the side. It's like, what are you doing? What are you reading?
No. Oh, you. I'm sorry. I just was reading this book on. So, what was the most innocuous thing I could find? What else did he have up there that I was like?
You're kind of over by the religion section, so you probably picked up a book on.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll say I picked one up on my god Yeren.
There you go.
Okay.
Your god's name's Urine.
Ew.
Oh, I sorry, I was caught up reading about my deity Yeren. He's quite the fellow. Have you checked this out? You'd see this is he's so lucky. He believes in that's why I try to leave a coin everywhere I go to praise Yeren.
It really sounds like you're hiding something.
I would say that does. Actually, that does. I feel like Xo'bere would be a little smoother than that.
You're a rogue that can't lie.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying to think of things. But I feel like he would be a little smoother.
So roll your bluff then as you speak through that.
Okay. Oh no. 16.
It's a better bluff.
If you're reading a book on Yeren, why are you holding a book on Iomade?
Well, you see, they're intertwined. They have a history together. So I was seeing if there was.
I think we're through here.
Reading really isn't his big skill, Diego says. Just, he likes stories.
But all the gods are intertwined. See, look right here. I flip to the back of the index. And I'm like, see, there's a mention of Yeren right here. And then I close it real quick.
Yeah. Look right here. You start pointing at the book real hard.
Right here.
I believe that said urine, but okay.
I had no idea Iomade was into piss play.
It's always the good gods you got to worry about.
You're either in, you're out. It's hard to say.
So I guess after this awkwardness, we're gonna regroup in one of our rooms.
Okay. So Adam West era Batman style screen wipe and to the room.
Yep. Sorry.
What did you see, Xo'bere?
Okay, so let's gab, y'all. No, okay.
Dish.
All right, well, first let me read from you this passage. And I pull out the page. I was like, this is what we actually went in for. All right, this is what it says. So I'm going to read this in my regular voice because that would be tough. The origin of the dust moth can be traced back to pre-Thessalonian Varizia, though the role it played in those ancient times has been lost to history. During the Age of Enthronement, Desinus priests recovered the relic from the ruins of Thassalon and carried it to the Shudderwood during the founding of Ustalav. There, the priests constructed a temple to the goddess of dreams and disassembled the dusk moth, incorporating its parts into a great observatory atop the temple, which they dubbed the Stairs of the Moon. High atop the observatory, during the twilight hour, the faithful enacted a sacred ritual of communion to activate the power of the dusk moth, placing them in a heightened dream state in which they could commune directly with the Song of the Spheres. So, what do you think?
Were you saying dust moth or dusk moth?
Dusk moth. D-U-S-K.
There you go.
Diego is confused by this.
It just says the relic. It doesn't say what the relic was.
Correct. It just refers to the relic.
Perhaps we should find this relic.
The Stairs of the Moon. Does that ring a bell for anything? Do we need to roll? Can we roll a knowledge check on it?
Well,
Feel like we've run into this term before.
I've heard of Thessalonian and Ustalav.
But Stairs of the Moon was definitely mentioned. The Traveler's Journal, Stairs of the Moon Temple. So that was the journal that we found this in. What
The Traveler's Journal? Yep.
Right.
Observatory, Stairs of the Moon, Sea Halo of Dreams. Yeah.
That's what I have too. See Halo of Dreams.
But in the journal or anything that we found here, does it say where the Stairs of the Moon are? Well, and also, I mean, Ustalav is, that's like a state, so is pretty big.
Okay, so I'll read out loud what Xo'bere found in Estovian's journal. The first thing that he made note of was a passage from just over 2 weeks ago. It says, "It appears that my past has come back to haunt me, in the form of unexpected visitors who arrived last night. Ostensibly nobles from Cortad, they bore invitations from Adivian Adrescent and Caliphus, and Bellic admitted them to see me. Their leader, a disturbing man named Auron Vrood, who carried a sinister-looking, twisted homunculus on his shoulder, confided to me that they were agents of the Whispering Way, come to finally collect the debt I owe them for helping me with the spirit I discovered at the stairs so long ago. Vrood requested that I arrange a meeting between him and one of the werewolves of the wood. Though I would prefer to have nothing more to do with them, for my youthful indiscretions were just that, I saw no choice but to acquiesce to their demands, lest they reveal my secrets to the Palatine Council. As Mathis is my sole ally among the packs, I will speak to him and arrange a meeting, and hopefully I can wash my hands of this whole sordid affair." The next passage that Xo'bere makes a mention of is from 2 weeks ago, and it says, "Vrood and his fellows have returned. Though I made my office available to them, they declined and requested a meeting with Madame Evanja instead. Mathis arrived shortly after and went straight to Evanja's tower as well. I was somewhat surprised by their choice of location, but I suppose even necromancers and werewolves have their needs. I spoke briefly with Mathis after the meeting, but he was unusually withdrawn and gave no hint of what was said at the meeting." And then the third passage that Xo'bere makes a note of is from 2 days ago. And it reads, "A grave threat has befallen the Shudderwood, and I fear its origins lie at Ascanor. Unknown forces, almost certainly agents of Vrood and the Whispering Way, have attacked the stairs, butchered Kavlaka Sane, and stolen her heart for some dark purpose. Although their motives remain a mystery, this single act has thrown the entire hierarchy of the Shudderwood's packs into disarray and violence. I know that it is customary when a pack lord dies for her successor to consume the fallen pack lord's heart. With Sane's heart gone, the position of pack lord shall fall to whoever can claim the title, either by recovering the lost heart, or more likely through force, by slaying the leaders of the 4 rival tribes and adopting the surviving wolves into his own pack. Mathis has spoken with me before of his desire to become pack lord, and I now wonder if his secret meeting with Vrood was the impetus behind these events. Without Sane's heart, however, I doubt the other tribes will accept Mathis as their leader. He might find allies with the Zarni or the Broken Ones, but the Volensag and Giseldans will never bow to his rule. Mathis's concerns doubtlessly lie with his pack, not with me, however, and I worry my alliance with the Mordrenacht shall soon be forfeit. I fear greatly for the safety of the Lodge, for if Mathis moves to take High Throne without Sane's heart, or if it becomes known that his ascendance is due to the Whispering Way's interference, civil war will soon erupt among the packs of the wood, with Ascanor caught in the middle."
And y'all want to make fun of me for being slow at reading.
No, you're good.
So, yeah, there's a couple names that stuck out to me.
Yeah, it sounds like we need to go back to talk to Evanja.
Yeah, let's go see the hooker.
To the hooker!
Heading to Madame Evanja.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Said her name loud and clear.
Very good.
So when we approach Madame Evanja, which angle do we want to use first? The dream angle, or are we trying to think of the this angle here?
Diego would suggest we do our dreams first and then say, "Hey, did you do a reading for someone else last week?"
Yeah, I think that absolutely, because that's what we wanted answered. We didn't get answered through Estovian. So
Yeah.
if we don't want to shut her down before we get that weirdness taken care of first. So I think that we should talk about the dreams first.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay. So you make your way to Madame Vanja's watchtower. She does grant you an audience once again, but this time she only agrees as long as her 6 quadrian guards can stand watch in the tower around her.
What's a quadrian?
It is part of the Kellish Empire. So it's a nation.
Okay. Just wondering if they were like monsters or, some sort of folk. Rat, lizard, bird.
No, it looks like they can be just about any race, but most of them have ties to the Kellish heritage.
What's Keith laughing at over there?
He goes, most of them have ties. And I was just thinking of the people with, like, actual ties.
Mormons?
Yes. Hello, my name is Elder Croplock.
Elder Diego. Hello.
So, okay. So, yeah, I don't think that we'd have a problem with that because we're starting off with this, the softballs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, as long as you agree, she agrees to sit down and chat with you.
Madame Vanja, we had some rather unusual dreams we would like to discuss with you.
Yes, they all seem to be centered around the cards that you gave us.
Yes. Those were a glimpse at your possible futures. The future is not set in stone and can be rewritten. However, they are a glimpse at what might be.
Mine was odd because it involved my brother and my alter ego. How could it be possible for me to attack me?
The thing with these dreams is they are not always literal.
Oh, you mean like most dreams?
Yes. There may be some interpretation to them.
Well,
you say that it involved your brother and your alter ego. Is this sense of losing yourself that you worry with? Are these alter egos and your brother taking over?
I mean, sometimes I fear that I go too far. I do not believe for a second that my brother would want to harm me.
It may not be physical harm, but if you start to show choices similar to what your brother would make, or start to take on his personality, it might put you on the back burner.
I see. What was that stuff that you blew in our face?
The reading I saw was... It scared me. So the dust that I used is a simple cleansing. Think of it like sage.
Well, I mean, as long as it wasn't meant to hurt us. And he gives like a side-eyed look because now he just doesn't know what to believe.
Madame Vanja, mine was, well, disturbing. There was a woman trying to tell me something, but she couldn't quite tell me. It seemed important.
I see. Is it possible that there are secrets you are trying to uncover, yet you do not have all the information yet?
That is possible.
What else can you tell me of your vision?
I was in a dark place, and I found a corridor leading to a temple. And I was in a temple. They were about to sacrifice someone.
I see. Do you know whose temple this was?
That I do not know. Did not recognize it.
But did you see any symbols?
Yes, there was the three-eyed jackal.
Three-eyed jackal. As I am not fully versed in the religions of Galarian, perhaps your inquisitor friend here might be able to hint at who that belongs to?
Turn to Kabal.
That's a 19 on religion.
19 on religion. The three-eyed jackal is the symbol of Lamashtu. She's the mother of demons.
So Kabal tells Diego that the symbol he saw is for Lamashtu, the mother of demons.
That is quite disturbing.
It is indeed. It might give some credence to the darkness that I saw coming for all of Galarian. Dwarf, did you want me to interpret your dream as well? No, I'm good.
You don't want to tell her about your demon baby?
Stop. Shut up about my demon baby. He was probably dreaming about you as a child.
Sure, that was your mom.
We do have a question.
Yes.
About the Whispering Way. Have you consulted with them recently?
The Whispering Way, I don't know them by name, but if you're referring to the men in robes that arrived about 2 weeks ago, then yes, I do remember them.
Are you familiar with the Whispering Way?
No, I've learned not to ask questions in my profession.
That's a good motto, but it's hard to believe that a woman of your knowledge and abilities don't know them.
Yes, it's hard to believe that you haven't heard something. Possibly about a man named Vrood.
Vrood. I do believe that was one of their names. I did not deal with them personally, however. I believe you met Niyama last time you were here?
Yes.
She did meet with them. I can arrange a meeting with her for a simple fee of 200 gold pieces.
I mean, that's expensive for a talk.
Are you trying to get us something extra?
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, you just saying.
All I am saying is for 200, you'll have a private room to discuss whatever you'd like, or do whatever you'd like.
Who's
the 5 of us?
Yeah, what if it was just one of us?
If it's whatever you are into. And if you prefer, I can send one of my guards in there with you, too.
Oh, full service, huh? No questions asked.
Come on, bring those nunchucks.
That kind of a party.
All right, so, do we have 200? Who's got 200?
As a party, we have 770.
Okay.
It sounds like we can afford it. Try for 150.
You can try talking her down. That could be kind of funny.
If anybody wants to try, it'd be a diplomacy check.
My diplomacy?
I'm -1 in diplomacy, so it's not me.
All right, so Xo'bere will be... Madam, I do appreciate the offer for 200, but you understand we're just seeking information, not tawdry thrills.
Hey, what you want to do is up to you.
So I feel that maybe you could cut us a little bit of a break here with the 200.
What did you have in mind?
I mean, since we'll just be talking, how about 100 is worth her time?
Roll your diplomacy.
All right. 20.
Make it 125 and we have a deal.
Agreed.
Very good. Then give me 5 minutes and Niyama will be waiting for you. And you wait the 5 minutes and one of the guards shows you the way to Niyama's room.
Xo'bere says 5 minutes is all I need.
Right.
That's what he said right there.
No, let's bang. Just kidding.
So you find this private bed chamber that there's like silks and things everywhere, and you find this beautiful Vudrani woman wearing a heavy eyeliner and clad in nothing but a translucent silken scarf, laying on the bed waiting for you. And she welcomes you in, and the door is shut behind you and locked.
Did she even flinch at, these 5 dudes standing in front of her?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay.
But she's laying on a pile of pillows, smoking a sweet-scented substance from a glass water pipe. She's kind of got glazed over eyes, and she takes a long puff from the pipe, and she's awaiting instructions.
Shoot, this isn't Xo'bere's type of party, but I'm kind of into it.
So, okay. So she's got glazed over eyes. She's definitely inebriated.
She's stoned.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. So I'm gonna lean over to Dwarfy. So I don't know if she has the faculties to answer our questions. Could you cast Zone of Truth? It will compel her to tell us the truth and not what she thinks is the truth. Is that how that spell works? I'm just assuming.
It makes it difficult for them to lie. They can still make a will save to try to lie, but
you get
harder.
you get a penalty on that will save, right? Because you're stoned.
Yes.
And I swear to God, if Renly just asks, "Do you like me?" circle yes or no, I'm gonna be bad.
So okay.
So Dwarfy will cast Zone of Truth, or let me say it the right way. He casts Zone of Truth.
All right. So we have to ask the question before she
Yes.
declines the Zone of Truth?
Yeah, she doesn't just vomit information. You have to ask her for something first.
Well, that's what I figured, but I was wondering if she knew she was under the influence, because usually people know, right?
Yeah, a lot of times you can tell, you remember afterwards
Okay.
that you were charmed or under a compulsion.
Okay. So I'm just gonna straight up ask, tell me what you can about the Whispering Way.
The Whispering Way are a cult of necromancers.
They were here recently and they saw you. They seeked your services?
They were.
Did you get down to usual business, or was there something more?
I don't know of anyone by the Whispering Way, but are you referring to the gentleman that came in the black robes? Was that who you were referring to?
Yeah, most likely he would have gone by the name of Rude.
I think I remember hearing that name. They were an odd group. There were 3 of them. They said they were from Cortad. They hired me for the evening, and one of them had a very evil-looking imp-like pet on its shoulder.
An imp-like pet?
Yes.
Was it of this world? Was it...
It looked like a small humanoid that had wings and horns. They just waited in the room for quite some time without talking, and then eventually they only requested that I dance for them. After a while of dancing, there was another gentleman that entered the room, a silver-haired woodsman with a full beard. He smelled like he hadn't showered in weeks. When he arrived, they asked me to leave.
Leave your own quarters?
Yes.
Did you?
I did. That's what they were paying for. I did return about an hour later and find that they did disappear at some point within that hour.
Was anything missing?
No, nothing was missing.
Was anything here that wasn't before?
No. They left it just as when they had arrived. I will say, though, the most unusual thing, they said they were from Cortad, but their accents were more southern. They sounded more like they were from Califas. And one of them had this strange amulet that kind of looked like a gagged skull.
Gagged skull?
I don't know what they were discussing, but as I was leaving the room, I did hear them mention 2 things. They mentioned the Stairs of the Moon, and they mentioned something about a Pack Lord's heart.
And I assume that you do not know of the Stairs of the Moon.
No, I am unaware of this phrase. It sounds pretty interesting, though.
And there's nothing else you can give us?
No, that was pretty much the evening.
Are you here of your own volition?
Yes, I am.
Well, she's under Zone of Truth, so...
Well, when you're good at something, you're just good at it.
Well, if you ever feel trapped, let us know.
Oh, Madame Evonja never keeps anyone against their will.
That's good. There are other in your field that aren't so lucky. So tell me about Madame Evonja. She brought you here, or did you come with her when she first came?
She visited Courtauld, where I'm from, and I was enamored by her beauty and her skill with the hero cards. I wanted to know more.
Yes.
Do you feel that Madame Evonja knew these people who came to visit you? Did she have dealings with them, do you feel?
I don't think that she has. She treated them like any other customer.
And you're sure you can't remember anything else? I feel like we just wasted a spell slot. I just wasted a spell slot.
She did give you more information that she wouldn't have if you hadn't casted the spell.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you that.
Good to know. Did we ask about the wolves?
No.
Let's ask about the wolves. So what's with these wolves?
You had Mathis in your room. What do you know about him?
Who's Mathis?
He is trying to become a leader and unite the packs.
I had a werewolf in my room?
Oh, you didn't know?
No. Now, I knew that the lodge is surrounded by these tribes of werewolves, but I never thought one would actually come inside.
You didn't let him, did you?
I thought about it. He was more my type than anyone else, but no.
So what do you know of the wolves and the packs that surround the inn?
Oh, I really do not know anything about the werewolves. The only one here that seems to know anything about the werewolves truly is Duristan. Do you know Duristan?
We've met, yes.
Yes, he knows all about them.
So, speaking of Duristan, he bears this scar that you gave him. It says it protects him. I would like to know if it does offer this protection he believes it to.
No.
So you just got real rough with him and told him it was a thing?
It's what he wanted and what he paid for.
He asked for it.
He wanted me to be a witch. At least that's what I was told.
So you're not a witch?
No.
Okay, well, I do believe that I have no more questions, so I'm going to leave the room.
Yes, we should probably go. It's getting late. Time for dinner.
And Xo'bere is going to just he's going to just palm and hide a gold coin on his way out of a room somewhere.
Just a tip.
Yeah.
At least he didn't leave it on the dresser.
True.
So, are we all out, or is Kabal taking advantage of this?
No, I'm leaving with you guys. Sorry.
Dwarfy.
Or he's taking advantage.
He might
We
take
look back and
advantage.
he's not there. Yeah, we look back and he's just gone.
You know what? I also imagine Dorothy doing. Do you guys watch Arrested Development?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when they had the company hooker?
Yes.
And all she did was hold them while they cried.
Yeah.
That's what I picture.
Okay, so Dwarfy gets his rocks off, whatever that means for him. And are we all heading to dinner?
Yes.
Okay. So, make it to dinner. And Ostavok, who is the young gentleman that was accompanying the Marquisa, is telling one of his favorite ghost stories.
Ooh.
Everyone's very intrigued and interested. They've even dimmed the candles a bit in here to set the mood. And as he begins to get to a very intense and scary part of the story, the front door to the cabin bursts open as a giant tarantula crawls into the front room. And we'll see you next week.
You can't. A tarantula that has nothing to do with anything.
Dinner party interrupted.
Backstreet's back. All right.
Backstreet's back.
Yeah, you got to do the all right.